welcome to my channel. And what's that? Is that the sultry sound of my voice? 10 points if you can guess where that reference comes from. Yeah, I got a new microphone, so I hope that I sound good. Don't know if I do or not. I'm still kind of learning how to use it and stuff, so please bear with as I kind of get used to it. If you have any feedback, that would be great to get. So yeah, let's get on with the build. I based this one off of an advert that I saw actually. I'll throw up a picture here so you can see it. Wow, lovely, great, cool. It's kind of like based off of that. More in terms of the shell than the layout, because the inside it doesn't really make sense if you look at it. I'll put up a picture of the inside here. Wow, yeah, here it is. And it's because you can't see all of it, it's quite difficult to sort of know where stuff starts and where it ends and what, like, it just doesn't always make sense. Also, because of the limitations of The Sims, it's a bit difficult to like replicate things exactly, although maybe that'll change with the future games that are coming out. I don't know if you guys have seen the new trailer for Life by You, I think it's called, by not Paralives, that's another life simulator, by Paradox Entertainment, and it just looks so good from what I've seen. I really hate to say it, but I don't like the art style at all, at least not from what I've seen so far. I really like the customization and the amount of mods that you can do, and like it really looks like you can make it exactly how you want it, which looks good. But the art just looks it looks really rough, and I don't really like it. But it is early access, so that might change and things, and also it's not coming till September, so it still might change. Yeah, not a fan of the art, but Paralyze also has a lot of modulated stuff going on, and they look really good. I really like their art style. I think it's the like cartoony style I'm quite here for, rather than the realism, because like The Sims 3 had realism, but that obviously aged really poorly, and now they kind of look, people say they have like pudding face and stuff, and yeah, it really hasn't aged. It hasn't aged all that well, so yeah. Other than that, in current Sims news, obviously the Infant 8 update has just come out, and Growing Together has just come out. This was actually built before then. This was built before those updates, so there's none of that stuff is in it, obviously. But I'm curious to know, what do you guys think of the new pack, of all the items and stuff? I am obsessed with that new like triangle shaped window, because I really like to do modern builds. I've done quite a few modern builds. You can find them on my gallery. Good segue. I'll link my gallery ID down below for you so that you can go and check some of them out. But yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with doing modern builds, and like having a window that fits that like triangle shape is just it opens up so much options, opens up so many options, and I'm very much looking forward to doing a build with those soon, so look out for that. I'm also really a fan of like the craftsman style, even though I don't really do builds like that very often. I really like the way it looks. Maybe I'll start doing builds like that, because we have like a more dedicated set of items that is like, oh yeah, that's 100% craftsman, because I'm really not good at identifying styles and stuff. Like I'm not that into like architecture and stuff. I wish I was, but I'm just not good at like identifying stuff, and staying on theme is something I really struggle with. You can see that in this build actually, because I start doing the kitchen and then I stop and I start working on something else, because I can't stay on topic for even 5 minutes. I'm all over the place. My builds are all over the place. My life is all over the place. Just everything is just all up in the air. So yeah, sorry about that. It'll come across in my builds, it'll come across in this voiceover most likely. I'm just not a very organised person. I'm kind of all over the place. Like this video, I don't remember what I was talking about. It was only a couple minutes ago. I could go back in the recording, but I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna have to move on. Who knows what I was talking about. I guess I'll talk about the build for a little while. I really did enjoy doing this build, just because modern aesthetics really are my favourite kind of build to do, and it's just I'm very much a person who likes to do a plain, or not plain, but like more of a minimalist, like not too much clutter, just because I don't think I'm very good at making it look natural, because I think it's quite hard to get clutter to look real and not like I've just placed a bunch of stuff down. So that's definitely something that I want to get better at, and try and like clutter up my builds more often, because it's actually harder to do like a really rundown kind of warehouse than it is to do like a normal, just everyday house, because trying to make something look realistically messy is really quite challenging. Like if you're doing like a rundown factory or something, it's quite difficult to get the clutter right and make it look like it's actually run down, and people have like left rubbish and it's been neglected for ages, because even the neglected stuff looks quite like nice and things. And the werewolf pack was great for adding like actually like grungy gross stuff and things like that, but yeah, it's genuinely quite difficult to get the balance between something that's messy and cluttered and things like that, but then also doesn't look like too much. It's hard to explain, it's really difficult to explain, but if you see it, like you can tell when like a build is too neat and stuff. That's my rant on cluttering and why I don't do it. I want to get better at it and stuff. Like Sid Mac, I'm sure you've seen her stuff. If you haven't, go check her out, she's absolutely amazing. But she always clutters her builds really nicely, and hers looks really realistic, because I think my problem is I spend too much time considering like playability as well, because too much clutter will slow down your builds dramatically, and I have a pretty okay PC, like it's pretty nice, but some builds, like if I'm on like a 64x64 lot and I've got like a huge massive like off castle going, then yeah, the game tends to lag. But also because some clutter items, or some people use items in a way that like implies they're clutter, but they do actually have use. So people put like those little poofs and stuff, they put those in like places like next to a mirror, because in real life that would make sense, but in The Sims you can't use it that way. It would probably make both the poof and the mirror inaccessible, so I don't use it like that. And even though it probably doesn't matter, because, or it's not that it doesn't matter, I guess it's about finding that balance between usability and like looking pretty, because it might look really realistic, but then you can't actually play in the house, and I do like want my houses to be playable and stuff. It's hard to find that balance and like make sure that it's balanced. Let's make sure it's balanced. The clue is in the name, balance. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade if you do prefer to make your houses like more about how they look and less about how they play. Some people play The Sims just to take pictures of their Sims and then get on with it. So yeah, no biggie if you prefer to make your builds or get builds that are more about aesthetics rather than how they play. It's just that that's something I think about, and probably too much, probably to the detriment. I don't really know what else to talk about. I don't know how YouTubers do this. Like, this is only like a short 12-minute, 13-minute video, and I'm already out of stuff to say. Granted, I've been going for like 8.5 minutes, but that's not actually that long in the grand scheme of things. Like, other YouTubers do like 40-minute videos just chatting. It's just, it's so hard. I guess they have things to talk about, but I don't really have all that much to say. I guess the next video I'm most likely going to be doing is most likely going to be a Minecraft video. I'm really excited because I have played Minecraft before. I've played a few times. I'm just not good at it at all, and I really struggle to remember what to do. I've never even like beat the end dragon or anything like that. I've been to the end, but we didn't win. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna start a hardcore series. So look forward to that. I'm also getting a capture card so that hopefully I can do some Animal Crossing gameplay videos and maybe some Stardew Valley as well. I've played Animal Crossing, but I really want to reset my island, and that's definitely gonna upset my sister a lot because she's worked harder on that island than I have, to be honest. Or like, she's done the house stuff because she has the Happy Home expansion pack, so she was like decorating my house. She's made it look amazing. But I think I'm gonna reset that and then we can build that together. And with Stardew, I've played like a tiny bit, but like I really haven't played it enough, and it's definitely my kind of game. Like I like that kind of cozy kind of like life simulator where I can, you know, take it at my own pace, but also if I want to like about I can. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I also have a PlayStation 5, so I can play console games as well, specifically, you know, PlayStation console exclusive, so maybe I'll have a go at some of those. There's this game Bug Snacks that I've really enjoyed. It's like one of those kind of deceptively childish psychological horrors. It's weird. It's so weird to say because the premise of the game is just about, you know, catching bugs that are like snacks and things, but there's like this weird like almost horror element to it and stuff, and there's like it's really weird. We could do that because I've played that before. There's also a new DLC for it that I haven't played at all, so we could do that together. If that sounds like something you guys are interested in, definitely let me know. I'm also considering starting a short lifespan legacy. Maybe I'll start another one of those with you guys so we can do that together, so let me know if that sounds fun to you. If you guys have any suggestions on what you'd kind of like to see, I would love to hear it. If there's any games you want me to play, or if there's anything that you'd like to see specifically, yeah, I'd definitely like to hear from you. We're coming up towards the end of the build now. I'm just starting to wrap up, so after this I'm gonna give you like a montage video thing of the build and things like that, because it's kind of hard to see what's going on when it's like spinning around like this, and when it's me who's making it infinitely worse by starting a room and then not finishing it and then doing this, that and the other, and yeah, so I'm gonna do a little video for you, but I'm not sure what is like the best way to show off the build. Like I know that like with Simsy, when she does hers, obviously she like proper goes in and gives you a tour of like, oh yeah, this is what I did, blah blah blah, here's this, but then you see someone like Sid Mac or someone like Devon who gives you like a video tour of the build afterwards. So yeah, I don't know which one I'm gonna end up doing. It might end up being the video version, like a video tour, because I think that gives you like it's quite like nice, and it gives you a nice little overview of the house and like Sims living, and it's like a little real estate video. If you guys would rather me go in and like fully point stuff out like what I did, because some stuff I don't do on camera, or I cut it out because I don't think that it's relevant or it doesn't add to the story, particularly because I bounce all over the place. The continuity is a bit all over the place. I am going to leave you with a nice little video montage now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did and weren't too put off by my endless rambling. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!